Shalom, family. Hello, bonjour, hola. I can't think of nothing else. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? What's up, family? Y'all, I gotta really, y'all gotta help me find some new music. Listen to this, sis. We gotta find you some new music. Sis need to get on her business when it comes to her channel. I've gotten offers, praise y'all, from people that say, we need to get you an intro, we need to get you this, and I have just been like, okay, and then get started on something else. So, hey, family, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Hit the one, hit the one, hit the one, hit the one. Y'all, I love y'all. I know I have been MIA for the past, I think I saw out there the last video I posted was 12 days ago. Y'all know I don't stay gone away from y'all that long. But he has been working. He has been on the road. He got to go back on the road next week. Y'all, life has changed for me as of now. It's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, change. That's how fast it's changed. So I gotta go on the road Monday. I'll be gone all week. Kiddo going with me. So she been riding with me. She been rolling. Because of work. So she been in and out. Good thing school is online, so she be on the road with me. So me and her got to roll out Monday. I have to go out of town for work. So Saints, I know I have been MIA, missing in action, Negro on the run, all types of stuff. So breaking the news to everyone, it's official. I'm moving to New York. For those who don't know, I'm official now. It's time to pack. Any Hebrews out there that want to help? Come on, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, y'all, I got to leave DC in 2 months, though. It'll be in 2 months, but I got to start packing. So, all my fellow DCans and Virginians, I got to go. And really, now I got to go because I have no choice now. At first, New York was like, oh, I would love. Now it's like, you got to go. So it's official. It's official. I have to go for work. I have no choice in the matter anymore. Really, it's a bunch of stuff going on. It's work, it's other stuff, and I got to go because the company I'm working for is all over the world. So it's just how it is. But I gotta go for whatever reason. Don't know, but I gotta go. Because I could be stationed anywhere, but yeah, I got to go there. So y'all pray for me. Pray that I don't lose it packing because I hate. Y'all would tell y'all something. Me and packing are not friends. But before I get started, let me say my shout outs because I haven't seen y'all. Jabroni, what's going on? Susan, what's going on? D, what's going on? Apostle Curtis, God bless you, my brother. Yashua, Yashaya bin Yasharel, Shalom. S. Breezy, Darnell, Melkea. I hope I'm saying that right. Robert, I can say that. The realness, truth hurts. VK, Naja Truth, Brew Queen, Yasharal. What's going on? The Most High Child. Y'all son, what's up? James Smith, what's going on, family? So I'm gonna stop now for some names come up here. I can't pronounce it. Y'all see me just be like, okay. So J Jax, what's up? What's up? Okay, I'm gonna stop saying shout outs. All right. Where's Angela? Is she out here? I know Ruhama is asleep. So, Saints go to sleep at 8 o'clock. I'm messing with her. We miss you. I miss y'all too. I'm gonna tell y'all. I have not done anything. What's up, Mr. E, Deetra? What's going on? Truth hurts. But y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, I have not done anything to the point that I've not been in this room in almost 2 weeks. That's how serious it is. It was like my mic was sitting here, my camera was sitting here, my iPad has been all over the place. I've just now charged it up. I have not. Thank you, Brew Queen. Let her know I'm live. I have not been in this room. This is how serious it is. So I ain't been in this. I ain't been just doing my thing where I just been in and I did nothing. Because it's been just that hectic. Y'all, I missed y'all. I did miss y'all. Some people have been messaging me and it made me feel bad. I said, I have not been doing what I need to be doing, but it's finna get worse for the next couple of weeks. So pray for me, saints. But at least I can start doing little things in, the NYC area. Y'all gonna see some stuff. I gotta find me some camera equipment that I can take because the camera I have now is way too heavy to be carrying around the city and then I break it. This is not not a cheap camera. So it's actually a Canon EOS M50. It's like a real camera. So I got to find me a camera to go live with so I don't take this out the house and God forbid I drop it and break it and I'm going to be upset in tears. So, yeah, that stays with me. But, y'all, I have been busy. Why is my camera so close? Hold on, y'all. Ooh, too close. All right. I'm good, family. I'm good. I'm out here just speaking to y'all, checking up on. I don't have any content tonight, so don't be expecting to for anything. Say look for housing in Bronx. I heard the Bronx is rough. Is that true? Someone told me, a little birdie said stay out the Bronx. The Bronx is rough. Let me take my jacket off. They said the Bronx is rough. I've taken heed that the Bronx is questionable. What else? Watch the Bronx. That's one of the things that's been told to me. And what's another part? East Harlem. Somebody said stay away from East Harlem. So those areas I've been warned. Stay away from East Harlem and stay away from the Bronx, which I'm good with. So, but you know what people say, NYC, New York is rough. But ask yourself this: I'm from Memphis. Memphis is worse than New York. Like, I think what makes NYC so rough too is people walking around and commuting. That's another thing. But Memphis is like one of the murder capitals. It's this. I think Memphis is the murder capital. I think Memphis has beat Chicago now. That's how bad Memphis is. And that's when people like, oh, be careful. You going to New York? I was like, Ninja, I'm from Memphis. Where niggas shoot just for the fun of it. So I just be like, look, it can't be any worse. It can't be any worse. It's a different breed. I don't know if it's the heat or the what. It's a different breed of crazy in Memphis. It's like a whole nother level of crazy. Yeah, but yeah, I gotta make the move, Saints. I gotta make the move. Everybody that kind of told me where to go. You know, some say Brooklyn, some say Manhattan. I'm looking all over, but they gave me key areas to stay out of. I've never heard of Mount Vernon though. I've saw some places in Mount Vernon, but I was like, Mount Vernon may be too much of a commute for me. Y'all say so. I'm used to my car getting around, and now I got to. Whoo! I was everything I look for. I have a little option because I use Street Easy as my source to find a place to live, and what it does is it gives you an option based off of where you work and the possible place you're looking at, what the commute looks like. And it certain areas, I was like 45 minutes on the train. Are you serious? Saints, y'all got to pray for me. I'm not used to this. I'm used to hopping in my little old truck and going. It ain't that easy now. So I actually be out there next week. So I get to I get to figure out how it works, you know. But last time I was in, yeah, Brooklyn is expensive. Brooklyn is everywhere in New York is expensive. Not just Brooklyn. Everywhere. So when I travel, I use the app called My MTA, and you just kind of type where you're going and it'll tell you what trains to take, which way to go, uptown, downtown, how to get there, how long, how many stops it takes, all that. So I use that. But I mean, as the app to direct me into using going on the metro. So, yeah, yeah, everybody like bring back Trump. Is this? Oh my gosh! Here we go. Here we go. Somebody please get Jimmy Crow. Hey, Jimmy Crow. Jim Crow is no more, sir. The black is back. I don't play like that. That doesn't intimidate me. That makes me laugh. I just realized I said Jimmy Crow. Come on now. Come on. You got the right one. But with that being said, y'all, when I tell y'all, yeah, I gotta learn that transportation system because I can't be too dependent on the app. So it's interesting. Has been when I tell y'all this month has been an interesting month for me. Like every time I say I'm gonna do a live, I can't. Then I look over here in my area. My office looks a mess. Like, I mean, not dirty, because I don't do unclean dirty. But when I say camera equipment all over the place, it's horrible. So when I come in here, I get frustrated. So I come out and just be like, I'm not doing a live today. So what I did today was cleared out my area and just kind of got it a little bit more organized and said, okay, in the midst of chaos, it's like one section. Like it's like one little bitty section. Because I've actually started packing, but it's like one little bitty section where I can do my lives. The rest is just batteries for my this camera thingies right here, which I cannot lose. Mouse, maps, it's stuff all over the place over here. iPad, I'm like, oh. So, but y'all, I have missed y'all. So, what's been going on, family? Saints, I've been in the back room watching. I couldn't get it out. Y'all's been so much going on. Y'all gonna get some act right. Some of y'all been cutting up sideways. Some and y'all don't know who y'all are. Some of y'all been cutting up. I'm gonna talk about that later because y'all been cutting up. Ooh, y'all been cutting up. I've been watching. I've been like, I don't know if it's been y'all in this chat, but yeah, I've been watching. I've been like, now Israel, be nice. Israel don't know how to have. Israel has no. Y'all don't have no chill. No chill. Y'all don't. Y'all have no chill. Y'all know when I give y'all that look, that means I'm like, y'all have no chill. Y'all have been cutting up. And y'all know who y'all are. Y'all need to stop it. I ain't going to talk about it yet. Y'all ain't being nice. Y'all know Israel has no chill. Hit 1 if you think Israel has chill. 2 if you think Israel has zero chill. Y'all ain't got no chill. Y'all are ready to war at any point. Y'all ready to just. Y'all do need a rebuking session. You know what? If I had a belt, some folks would get whoopings right now. Y'all have no, y'all laughing because y'all know. Okay. Talk about my brother Robert. Y'all be nice to him. I've seen the comments y'all made in his chat. Some of y'all. Y'all gonna be nice. Y'all gonna be nice. Y'all gonna be nice. Robert is our brother. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all be nice. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not gonna fuss. But y'all need some of y'all need some belts. Like I'm like unruly. No chill. No chill. I mean, I was looking at some of them comments. I was like, no chill. No chill. Y'all chill out. Y'all chill out. Y'all just going in. He a part of the family, so quit it. Quit it, quit it, quit it. Robert is our brother. Y'all don't know. I'm finna end right there because some of y'all don't need to know. But changing the subject. So, y'all, it's been so much going on the news. I just been like, So they have a whole new Omicron strand that's out. I'm changing the subject. Saints. Don't make me mad. But there's no whole new strand. I'm like, and possibly we getting ready to go to war. Y'all, it's so much going on. Most of the camps and apologists live here. Get ready, Sister E. I know they be here. Hey, y'all, all the apologists in the camps that's watching. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. But I'm hyped today, y'all. But then I ask some people in about another 30 minutes. Y'all gonna see me get real tired. But this thing with Ukraine one is a whole nother conversation. What other stuff is going on? it's I could actually cut the news off about a good week. I've been watching it, but I cut the news off, and then when I decide to watch the news last night, no, Sunday night, was it Sunday night? I see Will Smith smack the Jesus out of Chris Rock. But what people missed is he smacked Chris Rock, but Chris Rock did not budge. I said, because that smack was like, and it was so hard. I was like, he should have stumbled. He took that smack and was like, but what I like, he kept his cool because he was like, I'm being professional. But we know people like D-Ray would have just smacked him back. People like other comedians that have no chill, it would have been a whole nother story on the news. But he ate that smack though. He ate that punch. Thank you so much, Susan. I miss y'all too. But thank you for your super chat. But he didn't stumble. And I was like, wait a minute, Chris. He didn't move. And he just looked at him, and I said, so we might be sleeping on Chris Rock. Chris Rock might be able to do from Bed-Stuy. So he might be able to swing. I done seen some dudes in Bed-Stuy. I'm like, you grew up here, Chris? No, I'm just joking. Bed-Stuy so gentrified right now. Majority of that area. We ain't going to talk about gentrification. And that's not where I'm moving, Saints. I can tell y'all. I got too many people in New York probably hate me. But he ate that smack. Bam. And he hit. And I was like, he didn't move. Man, he didn't move. Yeah. I wonder how do y'all think he would have responded if it was Dave Chappelle? I don't think it would have went that way with Dave. Dave would have. Dave Chappelle would have gave him that work and then would have talked about him after the fact. Yeah. I don't think that was practice. I don't think that was staged, y'all. I think he was really mad. I really think he was mad, but it would have been it. If he would have hit Dave Chappelle, it would have been y'all, that would have been a whole nother comedy special right there. That would have been a whole nother comedy special. So keep my wife's name out your mouth. I was like, boy, shut. Is this Bel Air, Fresh Prince cussing people out? No, I'm just joking. I like Will Smith too. I like him too. I like both of them. I like to watch movies, and he has pretty good movies. And Chris Rock is hilarious as well. But put a Bernie Mac if he was alive up there. That would have. See, that's why they keep certain ones out. They like, if some ever go down, they're gonna be ready to fight. Let me see. What else can we talk about? Because I don't want to stay right here. And I gotta watch videos I'm playing because I'm finding out that they hold on. And hold on, I'm trying to find. Hold on. Here we go. I gotta watch videos because they've been blocking some folks and shutting them down and all that. So, but let me see. Y'all, I really don't have anything to talk about today. I just want to get out here, but let me see if I can find that video. Oh, remind me to come back to this subject. In fact, I'll come back to Chris Rock. Everybody's been talking about Chris Rock and Will. Have y'all watched the show From? Y'all know I love movies and shows. Hit 1 if you've seen From, 2 if you haven't seen From. Please tell me. 1 if you've watched it, 2 if you haven't watched it. I'm going to come back to the Chris Rock and Will. I'm just not here for this right now. I'm trying to be in a good place right now. You haven't seen 5 years. Y'all ain't seen it. So you gotta have epics. And y'all know how ninjas do. We purchased the app long enough to watch the show and then we unsubscribe. So it's $5.99 a month. So it's probably gonna take about 2 months to get through the series. And when they do, I'm gonna drop the hammer. I'm done in that subscription. And if they have something else good, I'll come back to it. But excuse me, I got a cough drop in my throat. But when I tell y'all that show's so good, we know she is not finna watch this. I ought to play a little piece of it just to scare Angela. I ought to play just a snippet of it. I'm just joking. It's called From this on Epics. Y'all sensitive though. I don't know if I can show y'all this. Saint's gonna be talking about me. Hold on. For those that are scary, step away for 1 minute. I'll tell you when though. I don't know if I'm gonna show it because y'all sensitive. If y'all want me to show y'all the trailer, hit 1. If y'all don't, hit 2. I'm gonna let y'all vote. 1 if y'all want to see the trailer, because the trailer is a little scary for my scary people. Angela. I'm just messing with her. No, I'm not. I'm serious. She is scared. But 1 if you do, 2 if you don't want to see the trailer. All these ones, y'all want to see it? Wait a minute. I don't see a 2 in the house. Angela gonna be like 2. Okay, it's scary now. All right. Okay. It's really good. Now, this is a clip from the movie. For those that are scary, please step away for how long is this clip? 1 minute and 12 seconds. I'm about to hit play and be ready. Fair use. Fair use. All right. For my scary people. All right. I'm finna hit it. Come back in 1 minute. Megan. So before we get into this, let me tell you, I need to do a movie show review, YouTube, because I like movies. But what the show is centered around, before I go in here, it's this town. At night, they have to go in the house and put this little, I forgot what they call it. It starts with a T. Tatsler, something like that. They have to put it in the wall, on the wall, because something comes out of the woods at night. They look like people coming out of the woods, and they want you to invite them in their house, in your house. And the people in it, now keep in mind, in this town, it's only in this town. Yes, Talisman. In this small town, it's just one little small town, and what happens is they get stuck there. They can't leave the town. They try to leave the town. They can't. It's like Twilight Zone. It's like a combination of Twilight Zone with a little, was it Shyamalan guy with a little bit of, it gives you like that feel, but you can't invite it in the house because if you, what is a talisman? I don't even know what that is. That sounds crazy, but if you invite it in your house, oh, it It's ugly. So, yeah, they asking for a cup of sugar, all right. So, guess who told me about this show? And y'all go find him. Pastor Kelly told me about this show. He was the one. He said, "Sis, you gotta watch it." And I was like, so blame him because he got me watching it. So I hope Angie Love ain't came back. So here we go. So they try to talk you. I forgot to add. They try to talk you into letting them come in the house. They try to talk you in. As long they can stand out in the window, but the moment you talk, y'all finna see. All right, Brew Queen. I'ma text. Okay, Angela Love, I'ma text you when I'm over, when this is over. All right. Here we go.
Megan, it's Grandma. Come to the window.
But I'm not supposed to.
It's okay. I won't tell. It'll be our little secret.
Do you promise?
I promise. And I would never break a promise. I've missed you so much.
Megan, what are you doing?
You don't look like my grandma.
She's not your grandma.
I'm so lonely.
Baby, please just...
Maybe I can come in.
Megan, no!
All right. Now blame Pastor Kelly. He making me watch. He told me, he showed me this. Y'all, that was it right there. That's all that was left. So now keep in mind, everybody in the town knows not to open that window, even the children. In fact, they are told to nail the window shut so people won't get tempted. Y'all, there's one episode where somebody let him into the house when it was a party. I was screaming at the TV the whole time. I was like, what are you doing? It was good, y'all. It was good. It was stressful, but it's good. So it's on Epics. And it what I don't like is you can't binge watch it. It gives you every Sunday a new episode is uploaded. So it's it's let me text Angela, let her know. Come on, Brew Queen. Okay. All right, Brew Queen, let Angela know come on back because she she ain't here for it. She ain't here for it. So it's just yeah, it is some Hebrews that live in that town. See, what happens is it's not. He said, "I slapped the evil. I'm slapping evil ones." That is too funny. It's not like you find the town chooses you. You could be driving and make a wrong turn. You could be driving to the store in your own personal neighborhood. You make the wrong turn, you'll be in that town. The town chooses you. Remember that the town chooses you. You don't choose the town. And once you stuck in there, game over. You can't get out, and you gotta be inside of the house before dark. If you're not in the house before dark, yeah. Like I said, I've been watching that. Y'all, the thing is, when I work hard, I have to watch TV because it's sometimes, well, not have to, but I have my downtime. I pray, read the Bible, and then I watch TV. The name of the show is called From. And actually, the lead character in it is a black guy. It's a black guy. He's the lead character. He's the sheriff in the town. And it's an Asian guy who's also his deputy, and a Hispanic guy who is like the priest of the town. And It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So it's not, it's just it's interesting. And once they stuck in that town, that's it. Ain't no way to leave. You drive around, you end up driving in the same circle. That's why I said it has a Twilight Zone feel. Y'all so scary. Y'all now the ones in here talking about I watch. Oh, this hold on one second. Okay. The ones y'all don't be sending me no message talking about, why you watching it? I be like, y'all, stop it. Pastor Kelly told me to watch this, but he said he sees something behind it, and he explained, he hadn't explained it to me. I'm trying to find it. You know, he finds nuggets in everything, and he done found a few nuggets in it, and he ain't told me yet. I keep asking him, "What are you seeing?" It's something he's saying, and he ain't telling me. He ain't telling me what he's seeing, so he watching it, and he said, "Yo, it's something he's seeing." I gotta keep asking him because I don't see it. I don't see it, but y'all, I'm telling y'all, I've been watching that. I've been watching a lot of stuff like on Apple TV. Because when you sometimes stuck in a Airbnb or a hotel room, and that's all you got is your Fire Stick, that's it for you. And I've been home too. It's been a combination of home. I've been home for the past couple weeks, but I'm going back, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of going back and forth. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, watching it. Is the college student still in Ukraine? You think? I have not seen it. I gotta look that up. I don't know if he's still stuck in the Ukraine. I'm gonna do some Ukraine research. Because I haven't been really watching that. Now that's the monster to be concerned. That's the real monster. What's going on over there? But yeah, I gotta get caught up because I've been watching some news, but not as much as I normally watch it. So so hit 1 if you're gonna watch it, hit 2 if you're not. Hit 1 if you're gonna watch the show, 2 if y'all not. Can somebody tell Angie Love that's the most boring show in the world? It is so corny to me. See, Dr. Sean gonna watch it. 1 or 2 if you not. And it's another movie. It's a lot of 2s in here. Y'all are something else. It's another. I watched another show on Apple TV called Invasion, which is very good. Check that out. I'm giving y'all my show playlist. My daughter had me to go see Jujutsu Kaisen. Me and her went to movies to see that. That was a good movie. If you like Korean movies, not Korean horror, but Korean movies. It's an anime movie, so I went to see that. I like anime, so some anime, not all. What else? I went to see. Hold on 1 second. I'm back. Oh man. I've seen Attack on Titans. I'm watching it. I got to get caught up on Attack on Titans. That's all it is a Korean version of the Nephilim. That's all they are. The giants that eat people. And it is good. It's very good. What else? What else did I go see? What else? What else? What else? Let me see. I'm trying to look at my. I haven't been watching Netflix a whole lot. Hold on. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I had to give me something to drink. So I went to the movies to see that. What else? What else? What else? I hadn't really been watching a bunch, like I said, Netflix. Yep, the cough coming back, y'all. But some of it is my sinuses and my allergies, so bear with me. Who said they watching Golden Girls right now? You know what? Y'all kill me with that. Even though I do like Golden Girls and Designing Women. What else is out, y'all? And this is gonna be a light conversation. This ain't gonna be super deep and super spiritual. What other movies out here, y'all? Have y'all been watching? Needle in the, what is it? Oh, it's another one. What is it called? Needle in the Time Stack. Good. When I say that's good too, needle, what is it? Needle in the, hold on. Yep, it came out in 2001. Very good movie. It has Leslie Odom Jr. in it, Cynthia Erivo, Orlando Bloom. It's a good good movie. So go check that out. What else? What else? I started watching Hellbound on Netflix. I can't get through it. I'm gonna have to sit down. I have to really focus on those types. Let's see. Let me see. What else is out there? I told y'all this is gonna be a light conversation. This ain't gonna be super deep. I'm gonna have some super deep conversations here soon. What else I've been watching? I'm just going through my list. Have y'all seen Sorry to Bother You with Lakeith Stanfield? That was pretty good. I'm just trying to see. Don't Look Up. I've seen that. Like I said, when I get downtime, I sit in front of the TV. That's my downtime. War of Tomorrow is good. I've watched it already. Oh, that was a good one. I've seen that. Pastor Kelly, I'm telling them about From. You're welcome to come up here. I'm not dropping no link though. Not gonna catch me up. I'm finna, because folks getting caught up dropping their link. Let me see. Let me see. Copy. Not catching me up. I don't drop the links no more. Let's see. Why I act like I can't find you on my phone? I'm tired of you and the five hot wings. um, Dark City. Alice. I've been wanting to see Alice. Is Alice good? I'm gonna check out Alice. It's another Nope. I cannot wait to Nope come out. We talking about movies today, y'all. So if y'all want spiritual, check me out another day. I have some set up. But so I'm talking about movies. So if you don't want to talk about movies, catch me another day. But this is a lighthearted conversation. Y'all pray for me because part of this, all the stuff that I've been doing is got my sinuses all over the place. Let's see. You know what she said? Let me see. I saw the Ukrainians tell the United States they have a dream also. I saw that. I saw when he said that the Ukrainian president told me I have a dream. I said, whatever. The Black Adam. That's a new one. I've never seen that. I'm gonna have to check that out. What else? I've not, like I said, I've not done a lot of I've not done a lot of Netflix, but I've done a lot of Apple TV, Apple Plus, and a lot of Prime. So I haven't been really keeping up with stuff. I want to go see Morbius. I'm gonna go check that out. What else? What else is out there? I love a good movie. Oh yeah, what's so fun, what's so nice is last time I was in New York, we went to this place called the Cab Market. It was a long train ride, but we got there. And I loved it. I enjoyed it. It's in Brooklyn. And in the bottom of it, they have a food eatery area where you can get all the food. But at the very top of it, which is on the fourth floor, they have Alamo Movie Theater. And on the other side of the movie theater, they have a wax museum. But I went to see, what did I go see? And I was mad about it when I saw it because the ending was stupid. What did I go see? Hold on. I can't remember. What was the movie I went to see? I'm looking at the movie list to see. Let me see. What was I went to see, what was it? Death on the Nile. That's what I went to see. Yep, I went to see Death on the Nile. That was good. What's going on? This is Lighthearted. We're talking about movies. And everybody talking about me because I showed them the trailer to From. Now, you said you see a backstory to it or something to it, the symbolism. Is that you who said that?
I'm trying to fix this mic. Can you hear me, sis?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
But you said you can see the symbolism. Was that you who said they can see the symbolism in the movie From?
Oh, yeah. I think, did you start watching it?
Yep.
Because you see, you remember the first episode, how it started out?
Thinking. Yes, I remember how it started out.
Remember, you had the mother downstairs and the daughter upstairs.
Yes.
You have strangers on the outside, nice and everything, like an old lady or whatever. And, they can't get inside the house unless they let them in. Yep. And you start thinking about like a lot of demonic stuff,
yes.
People letting all kinds of stuff inside their house.
Yep.
And even when you think about the internet, how a lot of times a lot of these predators and things that are getting access to your house is through like let's just say the video game system
Yep.
that has internet on it, and they're doing a lot of things to get access to your house, to your
Yep.
home. And the daughter opened up the window, and in a nutshell, her and her mother died because of letting that thing in. And then, of course, the father nowhere to be found because he out drunk.
Yep.
So it was just a lot of, I mean, but as you progress to it, I'm not sure how far you made it in, or so I don't want to spoil anything.
I'm caught all up. I caught the one on that came out last Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, I got a little spoiled with Netflix, being able to binge on the whole thing,
Yes. So I was telling them about it. I said, it was a good show. Because that's all I've been watching is when I have downtime, movies. Because I don't have anything serious to talk about. So if you have something to talk about, we can talk about it. Because I was not prepared. This was like,
what the talk has been about, the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock, the slap gate and all kinds of stuff that they calling it.
Yes. You know what? Me and you talked about it. The whole thing with the slap thing, you looking at both ends of I look at both sides.
Yeah.
I see Chris Rock, who does this. He's a comedian. To be a comedian, you have to be somewhat obnoxious. That's his personality. He's obnoxious all the time. All comedians are. That's what they do. They pick people out the audience and, just blow shots at them. That's just how it is. So that's not outside of his character. But I think Will at first, because you see originally when he made the pop shot at Jada, Will laughed until he looked at Jada's expression and he just got mad, went up there and just smacked him. And I was like, at first he was laughing, but you saw the expression on her face. So I'm like, everybody took the side of, if that would have been this person, I'm the same person. I'm like, if it would have been somebody else, I honestly believe that he wouldn't have done all of that. I really believe that Will saw an opportunity to come at somebody that's easily bullied, because everybody knows that Chris Rock is not gonna fight back. He got a whole show based on that called Everybody Hates Chris. But I think he was taking advantage of an opportunity. So what are your thoughts?
Well, actually they have history.
Yeah, I forgot.
It wasn't just that situation, but they have history. And that history stems from like 5 or 6 years ago when he was hosting and he went at Jada back then, and I think what, like you pointed out, is more moving parts to it. Because also what I found out, doing my research and everything, 24 hours before the Grammys, Jada made a post about her hair. She did a post about what she's dealing with her, with her scalp and all that stuff. And but they have a history. They have a history of not liking each other. Yep. And when I saw it, the way that I came across to me, I've been in some uncomfortable positions where, though, you know how you laugh things off. You're trying to laugh it off, but I think he was trying to laugh, just to laugh it off. But then, like you said, looked over to his wife and see that she's not laughing at all. And with some of the other moving parts is the abuse that he had to endure from his own mother. Who knows? He even said that he snapped. He said it's okay for him to take the shots, but when he see his wife hurt, you know what I mean? It sends him into it put him into another lane, so to speak. And, so I just think that it's hard to basically, in a nutshell, say how any of us would respond if we were under the circumstances that our loved ones were being, embarrassed, and you see the hurt on them. I mean, I can easily say what I would do when I'm not in that situation, but then I can understand being in a similar situation of my wife being verbally assaulted, me and my wife, mind our business, never put anything out there. But then I got a lot of ridicule for not saying anything. And then when I said something, you know what I mean? Then it was like, okay, why can't you handle this offline? But the person tried to embarrass me publicly. Now I'm expected to handle things in private. So for me, it's just I understand that aspect, and I understand hindsight 2020. You know, we've all been in situations that we thought afterwards we could have handled it better. Uh, and I believe that, yeah, with hindsight 2020, yeah, he probably wouldn't even had his wife there, or you know what I'm saying. Some things would have been handled differently. Also, from a Chris Rock's perspective, I mean, when I watched the video, you can hear him know and see that his joke didn't go the way it should have gone.
Yeah.
And he, instead of just stopping it right there, you know how some have you been there before? Somebody know that their joke was messed up, but they still try to add salt to the wounds. Like I'm saying, I mean, I know it's a bad joke, but I'm saying it wasn't all that bad. You know, I'm saying I'm just talking about this. You know what I mean? And then I used to be a sarcastic, like, you know, when we talk about like, you know, like I had a friend in the military. His last name was Ho, and his first name was D. So his name was D Ho, literally. So guess what I used to do, being sarcastic to him? I said, oh, so wait a minute. And I'm trying to pretend that I don't know what I'm talking about. I said, wait a minute. So your mama ho, so your daddy a hoe, your sister hoe, and he started getting messed up. I'm like, no. I said, I'm not insulting you, but I'm just trying to get an understanding. So if you have a sister, so you're saying your sister's a hoe, your mama a hoe.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? From that type of sarcasm, even though I know it's getting up under his skin, but I'm still rubbing it in. And for me, you have to look at it from both perspectives. Even though he's a comedian, but comedy didn't start out that way. You know, being a stand-up comedian, that was to encourage soldiers in the military. You know, build up their morale. It wasn't to go there and humiliate them. It was to build up it was a morale booster. So when I look at that whole situation, I believe Chris Rock shouldn't have went there with the joke, especially when you're talking about another man's wife. And true story, I'm not going to name any names, but I had someone joking about another man's wife, and I had to warn the person, like, stop it. You crossing the line. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing you don't do, you don't talk about a woman's appearance. You know what I'm saying? You could joke, like, you know, you could joke about, hey, you know, anything, but don't joke about a woman's appearance, you know, because you can get into another, you could stir up some stuff. But from Chris Rock's perspective, what makes me upset about what Will did to him from that perspective is I'm thinking about the embarrassment, you know what I mean, of his children, his family, see that he got slapped. You know what I mean? It wasn't a punch. It was a straight slap. And it was a slap to make him feel like how his wife felt, so to speak. It was like Will Smith was trying to make him feel like his wife felt. So I just believe that both are accountable for what transpired. I'm not trying to let Will off, but at the same time, I'm not letting Chris Rock off. And I want to say this last thing. Family, please stop using this to put it on Jada. Jada didn't tell Will to get up out of his chair. She didn't tell him. And when I'm hearing a lot of what people say, well, Jada did this. She cheated on him. They both cheated on him. They had an open marriage. But it seemed like all the fingers is pointing to Jada. Oh, she manipulated him, or she did this, or she did that. No, when you look at it, when it's all said and done, Will Smith got out of character, so to speak, and Chris Rock, even though he was joking, he went overboard with what he was doing. But you can't say Jada manipulated the situation, because if she feel insulted, she feel insulted.
Yeah.
To me, it's like the woman is getting the run in the mill of this whole situation. Now everybody talking about her past and not talking about Will Smith's past, though. But to me, it's just like a double standard. Because for me, if we're going to start doing that, don't cry wolf when we get another brother or sister killed in the public by the law enforcement, and then the media start pulling up their past.
Yep. I mean, both of them had an open marriage. I mean, both of them. He had a relationship with a woman. I forgot her name. I think someone told me this actress. Plus the actress that's always in that, the Hispanic woman that's in those movies with him. They said they possibly had something going on.
Look, it's some other stuff. I used to be in the industry, and I'm not gonna go there, but yeah, Will Smith and them had an open marriage, And I can spill some beans on that, but I ain't getting into that gossip stuff. They both, but it's unfortunate that kind of going back to that true story, and I'm sure you talk to your daughter just like I talk to my daughters. Women get treated differently for doing the same thing that a man could do rather. A man could go out here and mess around with 100 women and he gets celebrated.
Mm-hmm.
A woman can mess around with 3 guys and she'll be thrown up under the mud.
Scarlet letter.
You know what I'm saying? So I just believe that if we're going to be real about it, but don't continue to add insult by going after her. If you're going to talk about him, talk about the situation, but don't try to pull up all this other stuff to make it so that way she manipulated the whole situation. No, they both their own person. She didn't speak up for Will. Will spoke up for himself. He made it clear what made him tick was him knowing that the problems that his wife deal with her hair, the depression, and then to see him make a joke about it, he snapped. That's all it is.
Yeah. And the biggest thing with that is, I think you know what, I feel bad for, I'm gonna be honest, for Chris Rock, because Chris Rock was doing what Chris Rock always does, which is he's a comedian, and everybody knows comedians. That's a part of their act is going through the crowd. That's why everybody say don't ever sit in the front row of a comedy show, or you're gonna be a part of the joke. That's just how it is. He did what he normally does, and to get smacked in front of the world, and like you mentioned, his kids saw it. You haven't seen his face in anything in a while. If you notice that, he hadn't done a statement or anything. I haven't seen anything. He's embarrassed right now.
Oh, he definitely is embarrassed, big time. And like I said, sis, for me, even with the comedian side, there's certain rule of thumbs that you just don't cross. Remember the Def Jam comedy? Remember when Martin Lawrence got in a lot of heat for disrespecting MC Light when she was dating a rapper? And he was like, "Oh, there's a lot of light at the end of that tunnel." And literally after the show, even though it didn't happen in public, after the show, they were chasing Martin Lawrence. They chased him up out of that place because it's just certain things you just don't cross. And I understand it's a comedian, but comedy has gotten to a place where as though, it's like we're giving too much of a clean, or should I say, a blank check. And like I said, I understand Chris Rock going to do what he do, but me personally, I believe that because there was already history with them, they already were on bad terms. Why even go there? He could have easily just went at Will Smith, but why go to the wife? And then you compare her to that role of G.I. Jane because of her hair, and of course, Demi Moore was she was a lesbian in when you watched if you remember the movie. But the biggest thing is for me is like, we can't expect people to act a certain way all the time. And I just believe with Will Smith, think about all what people have been saying about him for the past couple of years. They've been calling him a wimp. They've been calling him Mrs. Jada Smith, Jada Pinkett, all this other stuff. People really been, coming at him. And I just think that it was just depression just hit him all at one time. And he just snapped.
He did.
I mean, I still say, hey, man, I give Chris Rock props for holding this composure, but I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
that because I'm looking at it like, hey, man, I mean, just him getting up to walk up. Moment I saw him getting up out of his seat, coming towards the stage, it wouldn't have taken him to get all the way up to my face. No, I'm going to start backing away from, if you don't want to fight him, engage him, back away from him. Don't stand there, just back away from him. And I know he probably didn't expect Will Smith to do that, but still, man, I mean, I just feel bad for him, like you said. I mean, Will Smith, he can apologize all he wants, but you can't take back getting slapped like the way Chris Rock got slapped.
1 second.
Okay. But I like I said, for me, uh, you know, somebody disrespect my wife, you know what I'm saying? I mean, things are open. There's no guarantee that I'm going to behave a certain way, especially if we're in each other's presence and you call yourself disrespecting my wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, it's just a bad
Yeah.
situation. And for me, I just think that, I know comedians been getting hit hard because the whole cancel culture now. Like look what happened to David Chappelle, the stuff that the ridicule he's been up under. But one thing I will say, sis, and speaking of that, if you look up David Chappelle interview that he did with Oprah, and he really explained why he shifted his whole narrative. He said he was doing things for the sake of comedy because it was funny. He was under pressure to do things that was funny.
Yep.
But he said but he can say emphatically that he was socially irresponsible because he was making fun of the very stereotypes. He was making big money off of that, going at his own people. But he made it clear, even though he made money off of it, he felt socially irresponsible because just because he can do doesn't mean that he should do. And that's what he was trying to say about comedians. You got to get back to a place that you're socially responsible when you're railing against people. You still have to have some type of responsibility to make sure that you're not creating a bad atmosphere. And I encourage everyone, just search for that interview, and he spills the beans on what it means to be a comedian and your responsibilities of making sure you maintain a certain tone without going way overboard and basically having other people laugh at the things that we struggle with.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of those guys are under pressure. That's a whole nother pressure that I don't think any people don't understand. I mean, Dave Chappelle literally was asked to do, like you said, some things that he was not in agreement with that insulted his manhood, that he was like, I'm not going to do it. And he stepped away and he was being chastised for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't fair to him. I think a lot of these guys are constantly under pressure. And like you said, this great cancel culture. If you don't believe in everything that is out here, far as pro this, pro that, pro this, pro that, pro this, you're canceled if you don't agree with it or not. Just like with Kevin Hart mentioning that I think his son wearing a dress, he wasn't gonna have it or something.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how Chris Rock ended up replacing him at that 2016.
See, and that's
yeah, you're right. I completely forgot how Chris Rock got into that position till you mentioned it.
And that's crazy that you don't even have the option to say what your kids are not gonna do. And it's like this whole you gotta do. This whole cancel culture is I'll say this, it's a bunch of spoiled kids mad because you don't see things their way. Everybody has a right to their opinion. If you don't like it, so be it. But everybody has a right. As long as you're being respectful, you have a right to your opinion. And that's the whole thing with this new culture of if you say you're not going to raise your son to wear a dress, then you're going to be totally canceled. You can't do anything. They lock you out. You can't find any work. You can't do this. I watched this one show, and the woman in the show said, a woman's job is to stand by her man. One of a woman's jobs is to stand by her man in the show. And she said that. And when she said it, everybody was mad, and her husband was trying to make her in the show go back. Her husband was a big public figure. And he was trying to make her go back because the millennials were mad and was like, the feminist movement was like, what do you mean by that? But she had a right to her own belief when it came to her marriage. But the feminist movement was mad and wanted her to change her whole story for the sake of them. No. And that's what I don't agree with. Like, stop. I think now these movements have gotten out of control. Long as I'm not being disrespectful, I have a right to believe what I want to believe. Excuse me, my sinuses are giving me the blues right now.
Get them 5 hot wings. The things they your sinuses in the heart week, especially when you those hot wings from Memphis. You know how y'all got your hot wings out there, man. That have you ask for forgiveness after eating them.
Man, hot wings from Memphis. My hot wings are hotter. I make some real hot wings. I just don't like them. But
yeah, I dropped a link in the private chat, and you can hear, like, if you it's a 2-minute video, but if you go to like the latter portion of it, skip to the latter portion, you'll hear me putting a short clip about what David Chappelle had pointed out.
Hold on.
I was doing.
I share.
Sketches that were I was doing sketches that were funny but socially irresponsible. I felt like I was deliberately being encouraged and I was overwhelmed. So it's like you're getting flooded with things and you don't pay attention to things like your ethics.
What you talking about, Willis?
It's one of the most famous catchphrases in TV history, and Kevin Hart nailed it last night as he channeled the late Gary Coleman for a live reenactment of the classic sitcom Different Strokes.
What you talking about, Willis?
Damon Wayans playing Willis and John Lithgow as Mr. Drummond.
Come on, Mr. D.
He got big laughs as he carried Kevin Hart across the set. Todd Bridges is the last surviving member of the original cast. I spoke to him today. Kevin Hart sitting on Lithgow's lap.
It was hysterical. But the funny part about it is that's what happened to Gary all the time, especially in the first 4 seasons. He was always on somebody's lap.
How do you think Gary Coleman would have reacted?
He would have been very happy.
I was doing sketches that were funny but socially irresponsible. I felt like I was deliberately being encouraged and I was overwhelmed. So it's like you're getting flooded with things and you don't pay attention to things like your ethics.
Genesis chapter. You can stop it right there, but you know what I mean? It was like that. I mean, if you see the whole video, he was literally basically explaining why he made a shift because they wanted him to wear dresses and all of that. He turned that down, and so even though yes, we could say that they're comedians or comedy. I mean, comedians doing comedy, but where do we draw the line? Where do they draw the line and say, you know what, like the scripture says, just because something is lawful doesn't mean it's expedient, doesn't mean that it's right for us to do. Yep. And that's what I just feel like with this, with the whole situation with them, they already had bad blood at the last Oscars. So why would you bring up this again in this Oscar, going at the wife again? If the first Oscar, he was going after Jada Pinkett, because Jada Pinkett was wanting to protest the Oscars because none of us were represented there.
Yeah.
You know, and Chris Rock, he said something pretty raunchy about Rihanna as well. Right. And so, but now here it is 5-6 years later, and you're doing the same thing. But now this is Will Smith's night. So, you know, he's in the nominee for the most prestige award. But then you go after his wife with the jokes. So if they didn't have history, you know, then maybe that I could say that was a coincidence. But they already had history. So he should have already known to stay away from that. You know, why would you just go there when you already have history? And then you make a joke that's about her hair.
Mm-hmm.
And you did a documentary called Hair.
Yep. I remember that. I forgot about that.
You know what I mean? So
bad hair.
It's like bad hair. So he was talking about that very thing, about how sensitive, especially the sisters, are about their hair.
Yeah.
And then he makes a joke. That's why, for me, it was calculated. He purposely did that. He just didn't expect Will Smith to respond the way that he responded. I don't think nobody thought he would, because I thought it was a gimmick at first. But then when I actually got the actual recording, I was like, the raw, I was like, no, that wasn't a gimmick. I saw his Chris Rock legs buckle, and for a brief moment, he was kind of like dazed a little. I was like, yeah, that was real. But that's my take on it, sis. Like I said, I'm not saying Will Smith should have put hands on another man like that. But for me, it's like, it's easy to say it afterwards when you're not in the midst of it versus being in the middle of it with all the things that was already going on with them. And then knowing that he saw his wife. And I'm telling you, it's nothing like a man seeing their wife disappointed. We could all talk about how we would do, but if you see your wife or that woman that you really look up to or appreciate in your life, whether it's your wife, whether it's your mother, whether it's your daughter, whether it's your sister, it can have you respond a certain way. So that's why for me, again, I just say certain things. I grew up the way I grew up. You don't talk about another man's girl. You don't talk about their sister, and you don't talk about their mama. You know what I mean? Those are three things you stay away, because I've seen people lose their life over each one of those, literally.
Correct. So with that being said, the only thing that I would say with the comedians and the actors, it is becoming known that the men have to literally wear dresses.
Yeah,
I think it's only a handful that have not stooped to that level. Because like people like Samuel Jackson, I've never seen him in a dress. I've never seen Denzel Washington in a dress. I think those types are kind of like no, they don't do that. But when you get into that comedy world, that's when you see that a lot, and eventually you'll see it. Like even now, that younger, not comedian but actor, Lakeith Stanfield, that picture he did, he looked like he had a whole woman's lingerie on, and that's that whole androgynous thing that everybody's got going on, and it was just like. And they use our people. That's what's sad. They use our people as the poster boy or poster girl for that. So it's gotten now where they don't. I mean, it's interesting to see how time is shifting. Times is shifting.
What's the name of that comedian that Brandon? What's his name? Was it Black? I can't remember his name. That Brandon was in Brandon Jackson.
Yeah.
Remember how he shared after he wore drag for the movie, how depressed it made him. He said it really messed with him dressing like that.
Yeah.
And he did it because it was last, and he made a lot of money off of it, but he felt like he sold his soul. And it was painting him in a light that just wasn't good. And think about, like you just pointed out, Richard Pryor wore drag.
Yeah.
Flip Wilson wore drag. When you start looking at some of the older comedians, especially from our community, that was almost like a rite of passage into breaking it big. And that's what they were telling what's his name, David Chappelle, that if he did that he could really cross over to being that mega star.
Yep.
And he just couldn't. He said he would not do it.
Yep. And what's so sad with the Oscars, when you see our people when they win Oscars, think about the movies they won Oscars for. Great example, Halle Berry. She won her Oscar. It was Monster Ball.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Denzel Washington. He had to play a thug, a police officer who was a dirty cop and a thug. Whatever that movie was. He had to.
That was Training Day.
Training Day. But they didn't showcase any of his other accomplishments. I think Will was the only one that I've seen that won an Oscar here lately that it did something respectable. But at first, it was like, seriously, like when Halle Berry won the Oscar for Monsters Ball and I saw it, I was like, why?
I couldn't even watch the whole thing. It was just that bad. You know what I mean? With the basically, it was just like a porn movie.
Correct.
It gave me flashbacks. Remember what's her name? Lisa Bonet?
Yep.
When she got in trouble from a different world, when she was on the Cosby Show and she did that movie, and it was basically a soft porn movie.
Oh, you talking about Angel Heart?
Yeah, and remember it put her in a bad light with Bill Cosby because
Yep.
Bill Cosby was trying to tell her not to do that movie because of her reputation,
Mm-hmm.
that it won't look good on her, and she did it anyway. And her career hasn't been the same ever since.
Correct. Because it has a lot of sexual content,
Yeah,
voodoo in it. That's the main cusp of the movie. Her father is in the movie. Isn't her father supposed to be the devil or something?
something like that.
It was crazy.
And it was a very sexual movie.
Yep.
And it to see her go from, like they called it, the nation's family, so to speak, to that role, it was like a huge contrast. And I really believe if she could do it all over again, she wouldn't do it
Yeah.
because of how it literally wrecked her career. Her career hasn't been the same since.
Yep. And the movie wasn't, I mean, the movie wasn't that good. It didn't get any publicity. I watched the movie when I got a little older because everybody talked about the movie and I was younger. And my family was like, no, you're not going to watch it. But when I got older and I watched the movie, I was like, this is what she got in trouble for?
Mm-hmm.
The movie was crazy. The movie was crazy. But I remember it was called Angel Heart.
Yeah. But to your point, it's like you were saying about the awards, look where they got the award for.
Yes. Yep.
You know, what's his name? Morgan Freeman got Best Supporting Actress for Driving Miss Daisy. You know what I mean? It's just look at the roles that they were actually getting awards for outside of what's his name that died, Sidney Poitier. So yeah, I agree with you, sis. I agree with you.
Yeah, it is sad. It's sad. I think I mean Denzel Washington, you got to give him props. He's an amazing actor. Amazing actor. And what he got an Oscar for, I was like, he has a whole bunch of other, like I'll say Philadelphia was a very good movie.
Philadelphia is one of the better movies that that he could have got one off of.
Yeah,
actually could have got one off of what's the other movie? No More Better Blues. X. To Malcolm. Me, Malcolm X. He made you forget that you were even watching him. He should have won an award off of that. He got nothing off of that.
And Glory.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So it was a number of roles that he should have gotten an award off of. Halle Berry, I can't remember any movie that she's done.
Yeah, I see
that she should have got some off of.
I got more respect for Angela Bassett than I do her. I think it's the colorism thing. It's the whole colorism thing.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett has yet to get an Oscar, which I'm like, that ain't cool.
She should have won a few of them, especially off of her role that she did off of Tina.
Yes, she did. That's another great. She's a good actress. And I think Viola Davis. And the thing is, I like movies, and I know how people are like. They are part of the system. They work in a job like all of us work in a job. Their job happens to be the movie industry. I don't see everybody being tied to something. If they are, then I can't speak on that. But I mean, that's their job. They're actors, and I think one of the things we neglect or we don't see is, in the midst of all the craziness, they're the good ones, and Angela Bassett is one of them. That she doesn't get any notoriety. Viola Davis is a great actress as well.
Yeah.
What's the
But to your point, sis, when you think about it, they both won the Oscar the same year, almost like the 20th or 30th anniversary of Sidney Poitier. They give one for a drug deal and the other for, if you want to say, a low-level prostitute.
Correct. And yes, that her scene with Billy, what is his name?
Billy Bob Thornton or something like that.
I was like, I said they would never have. I was done.
Yeah.
I think after that, I think her career hasn't done well after that. I think she's done a lot of movies. Halle Berry's been, done a lot of movies, but after Monster Ball, it was like she just ain't been hitting it. I mean, she has some good movies though. She had the movie she did about a couple of years ago that was very good, and it was about a woman who had multiple personality syndrome. She did a good job with that.
Okay.
It was very good. What was the movie?
I thought you were gonna say Catwoman.
No, that's too
No,
close.
I'm just joking. No, but she did have some pretty good movies. Like one where she played the dispatcher,
Yep.
and then there was another one when her husband, the guy that played The Rock, when he was basically some kind of serial killer in the end. She had some good movies, but it just wasn't to me, it just wasn't at that level of Oscar material, like you said, Angela Bassett.
Yep. Yep. The name was called Frankie and Alice. It was a very good movie, and they never really talk about it. But she plays a woman that has multiple personality syndrome disorder, and it is amazing. It is a very good movie. It's called Frankie and Alice, and she plays each personality, and you figure out why she's the way she is. And I'm talking about, it's a good movie. And those are the movies that don't get any notoriety. Like I said, if you play the drug dealer or the call girl, that's just Monster Ball was a mess. I don't even remember the plot of it. I know she had an overweight kid that she used to abuse. She was abusing him.
She's like, "What is this? Oink, oink, oink. What is this? Fatty, fat, fatty, fat, fat."
Yes, and he ends up getting hit by a car and dies. And now she's at home crying with Billy Bob, and then they have sex. I was like, "What?"
Yeah. That when it got to that point, I turned it off. Actually, me and my wife went to go to the movies to see what was the whole hype about it, because she had won the Oscar. It was like, okay, let's go watching the movie, and we literally walked out the movies.
And I had that. It's been one time I watched Monster Ball one time, and I hadn't watched it since, because it was just, the movie was all over the place. But with that being said, a lot of these guys are having to do with. It's just it is very interesting. It's very interesting. But like I said, I really feel bad for, back to Chris Rock. I really feel bad for him, because it's just, he's gonna have to. That's something people playing over and over and over and over and over again. And the way to another man to smack a man is like that. That was like, I said, wow.
But when you slap a person, that's humiliation.
Correct.
Especially when a man slap another man.
Yep.
That's them. That's the lowest form of humiliation. Actually, I say to most men, that's worse than somebody spitting on you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And Will Smith slapped him, but that it didn't stop that. He turned his back on him and walked away. He didn't run away. He walked away. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, and even though, we all agree Chris Rock was wrong, but that part right there, man, that's the thing that I replay. It's like, how do you even make a public appearance from that point on?
Yeah.
What do you say? What do you do? How do you go home to your children and just be like, wow, literally, he got slapped so hard that even Putin was like, he paused the war. He paused the war to watch the video. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to joke about it, but it's just, it was really bad. It was embarrassing.
Yep. Somebody said the guy who played the son in Monsters Ball died a couple of months later. I think he died.
That was a couple of months later. It was years later. Yeah.
He died of
wasn't it diabetes or something like that? It was over.
Yeah. And but yeah, that movie right there, I couldn't watch it. That was a bit much. That was the way she was treating him. I was like, I can't watch this movie. And I don't think he did anything else since then.
Yeah, I think that was the only movie he had. Yep.
Maybe,
and I think that probably sent him into a depression.
It probably did. Which because the way they depicted him, it was just like humiliating. I was like, wow. But anything else from you, Pastor? I'm gonna go to bed.
That's pretty much all I have. Like I said, that was the talk. The slap that was heard around the world. Just like you said, it's just sad. I don't have anything else. I'm just gonna, just see how things roll from there, because I'm just interested in how Chris Rock is gonna, when he finally eventually make a public statement. I'm just curious of how he's gonna respond.
Oh, she said he died a couple of months ago, so he just died. The guy who
Yeah.
played in Monsters Ball, the young boy. Yeah, he just died. Wow. And he was 30 years old.
Mm.
Yep. And that's the only movie he ever played in. So okay. Well, I'm getting ready to cut out. I've enjoyed the conversation. Um I'm just trying to get past these next couple of weeks. So I'm gonna try to do some more stuff. But anything you doing anytime soon?
Yeah. Actually, hopefully, if everything goes right, I should have Road to Savannah done, because I'm just combining it into one documentary.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I've been wanting to have it out for a few months now, but I decided that I'm just going to make a lengthy, documentary, and just really make it completely in a documentary format. So I have almost an hour of it done, completed. So hopefully I can have it done within the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. Well, keep us posted. Well, I know you'll keep us posted. So, all right, family. Thank y'all so much for supporting me. I will see y'all hopefully in the next couple of days. Hopefully, I want to finish doing that conversation on Law and Grace. I just need to etch out some time. I've had Zadok to reach out to me and say, "Hey, when are we gonna finish that?" And I just hadn't been able to get to it. So I'm gonna try to get back onto that conversation so we can finish that up. So, but thank you, Pastor Kelly, for joining me. Y'all, thank you so much for supporting me. And y'all keep us in your prayers. Keep all of us in your prayers. And have a good evening.